taking a look at the totality of the Big Ten, how do you think it compares to the best of the SEC, the best of the Big 12, the best of the Pac, whatever we're at right now, 12?
Yeah, right.
So, what do you think strength of the Big Ten, top to bottom, and maybe some of those top teams out there, how do they stack up?
Well, I think first of all, when you take the top teams, I mean, last year the Big Ten had 2 teams in the college football playoff. Now, granted, neither one of them won. Michigan lost an exciting game to TCU, which I had the privilege of covering. That game as my last game at ESPN, and it was an incredible football game. And Ohio State lost a nail biter to Georgia, the eventual national champion. So I think at the top level, I think they're right there. I think that the Big Ten has closed the gap in the top to bottom of the league, comparing, the SEC and the Big Ten. I think it used to be the SEC had a little more of an edge top to bottom, primarily because of the strength of their defensive lines and the depth of defensive lines that were different to me in the SEC than any other part of the country. But I think the Big Ten has closed that gap. As I look at the big picture, I think the Big 12 is the third right now, and they've got 4 new teams coming into the league. And I think the ACC and the Pac-12 are a little bit behind. And really, with money driving it and the economics of college football, right now the SEC and the Big Ten are continuing to distance themselves from the other leagues in terms of TV contracts. And then starting next year, when the college football playoff expands, you also have Oklahoma and Texas moving into the SEC, and you have USC and UCLA moving into the Big Ten, which is going to really enhance both of those conferences even more. So I think, I think the Big Ten and the SEC are just kind of setting the pace and kind of neck and neck with each other, even though the SEC has won more championships. I think the Big Ten is able to hold their own right now there. And those other 3 conferences, and I'm not sure what the future of the Pac-12 is going to be. I think the Big 12 of those other 3, the Big 12 right now is kind of in the best situation. Even though the ACC's got some outstanding football teams, particularly Clemson and Florida State coming into this season, both expected to, make a run at their conference championship. The big picture, the financial picture, the TV contract picture, it's SEC, Big Ten, and then I think Big 12 is third, and the other 2 are behind that.